Okay, well, maybe not. What's this? Hidden mechanism. Oh, okay.
I was in the cloister in Lothering when the Blight began. There was a lot of fear back then. No one knew what was going to happen, whether we would live or die. And then one morning, I found a single bloom on a dead rose bush. And I thought, even in the midst of all this, life finds a way. The Maker hasn't abandoned us.
Okay, you think you could maybe talk about this some other time? Right now I'm trying to solve these riddles. So I guess just simply, you know, walking over here and pulling this mechanism solved the first clue. Ooh, the first clue. I would have never been able to figure it out. I mean, this thing is practically telling us where to go. So, we'll just follow wherever this thing tells us to go. Hidden mechanism. So this is, above all, that strength lives in an open heart. What do you think? Eh? Okay.
An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid. But Justinia always said that compassion was my greatest strength. Doubt is easy. It takes courage to trust.
And that light has no fear of darkness will be... not that one. Light has no fear of darkness. Alright, here we go. Press the button.
What was that? Looks like we opened something.
Open the hidden chamber. Open. Ooh, that's neat. Whoa.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna act like I know what's going on. Well played.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Grand Cleric Victory?
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
What were your plans?
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Just join us, Natalie.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us. Join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Fine, kill her.
This has to be done. You know it.
I see what you've become. The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide them.
I wonder if I was in a different mood if I would have saved her.
No, this can't be it. There's nothing here.
Yeah, maybe, maybe you shouldn't have killed her so quickly.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
What she said in the
She
Fade.
apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Yeah, it was necessary.
Sacrifices are necessary. You know that.
I know. And hearing you agree gives me the courage to do what must be done. Justinia tried to save me, but all it's done is made me realize I don't need saving. There is work to be done. I'll see you back at Skyhold.
Well, we received an sacrificial dagger and tongue of serpents, and we're supposed to check on Leliana at Skyhold. Not real sure what it is she thinks needs to be done. Well, let's loot this dead girl's purse. Raider bow, tongue of serpents. That's a pretty weak dagger compared to the ones that we just equipped. Let's see if there's anything new to say here. No, not really. Just check on Leliana at Skyhold. She seems to know what she's supposed to do, and whatever I said to her gave her the courage to do it. So hopefully I said the right thing. So let's go back to Skyhold. I guess there's really nothing in here left for me to take advantage of. Oops. Alright, why mess around? Let's go see Leliana.
Inquisitor.
I think we can get to her from here. Go up these steps. Okay, one more level.
After the loss of her agent.
Good. Her support base is in Morale. Tear it down.
Well, go. Get out of here. Go tear it down. Get out of here. I'm not going to tell you again.
Grand Cleric Victoire wishes to make an enemy of the Inquisition. I'll give her what she wants. Doesn't Victoire have a young cousin? Lord Firmin? She dotes on him.
Yes, mistress. I believe that is so.
Good. Have him collected. He shall be an honored guest, and make sure the Grand Cleric hears about it.
At your command.
So, harsh tactics.
You're dealing with the Grand Cleric a little harshly, don't you think?
Harsh times call for harsh measures, Inquisitor. You see, when I'm ruthless, it gets us where we need to be. It's something to be proud of. Why fix it? How funny that her regret is what finally puts my own to rest. I chose to become her left hand, knowing what it meant. It was my weakness that stopped me from fully committing to my task.
Alright, it wasn't weakness. Now stop that kind of talk.
You have a good heart. It's not a weakness.
You are too kind, Inquisitor. Call it what it is. The Inquisition needs me just as the Divine did, to do what no one else dares. Death and deception are my trade. It is what I am. It is what I always will be.
Alright. That's the quest. That was the quest. Alright. So did that open up an operation for us or something? Let's see what she says now.
Inquisitor?
Oh, maybe nothing.
Anything I should know?
Having the Templars
All
join
right.
the Inquisition has
Goodbye.
done wonders
You already
for
said
our
that.
reputation. The people... Back to work.
Yeah, back to work. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Well, that's all of the quests. That's all of them. However, there is something that I do believe needs to be done, and I think you know what it is. Okay, maybe you don't. One thing we haven't done is we have not talked to our good buddy Blackwall since he rejoined the Inquisition. So let's go talk to him. Before we move on to the next main story mission, I want to make sure I've spoken with all of my party members just to see if anything new comes up. And I would imagine something new has to come up here.
Inquisitor?
So, what do I call you now, anyway?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty noble sentiment.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Let's ask him some questions. Let's talk about wardens.
Is there anything you actually know about the Wardens, or did you make it all up?
I made very little up. I also feared you knew enough to contradict me. Warden Blackwall told me a bit before my initiation, but it is a secretive order. Not even the most senior wardens know all there is to know.
You never heard the calling.
Now we know why you were never worried about Corypheus's calling.
Yes. I have none of the warden's abilities and none of the drawbacks. Still, I would have fought through the darkest pits of the deep roads like any true warden. There's more to it than being able to sense darkspawn. Warden Blackwall would have agreed.
You helped Adamant's wardens.
The Wardens at Adamant listened to you. They saw you as one of their own.
Perhaps it takes an outsider to show how much of yourself you've lost. I never understood the reality of being a warden. I only saw the ideal. I suppose I reminded them of something they'd forgotten.
You kind of idolize them, don't you?
You have a lot of respect for the Wardens.
They take all men, from the most noble to the most despicable, and make them equals. I needed to believe something like that was possible.
Why were you recruited?
Why did Blackwall want to recruit you?
He never told me. I don't know what he saw that day besides some wreck starting a bar fight. That night, I taught some village militia a painful lesson about harassing the tavern girl. Didn't know I had an audience.
Were you drunk?
Did you start a fight while drunk?
Make her know. I wasn't drunk, but I was trying to get there. Told the girl to keep the wine coming. She couldn't, not with those louts bothering her. Something had to be done.
We'll continue this another time.
How about right now?
The war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
So what are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
What do you think about my advisors? Do you have anything new to
What do
say?
you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
Alright, that's enough of that.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Yeah, don't you forget it. You kind of owe me your life, too. Okay, well, I see there's this guy just kind of standing around here.
Inquisitor.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Just kind of looking around here.
Is this what war is like?
Never been in one. Can't fight.
Me neither. I can build though.
Hey, working from below, right? Can't beat a good foundation.
What do you have to say for yourself, Laurenil?
This is amazing. Convincing the keeper took work, but I'm so glad you managed.
He was the one that we recruited from the Dalish camp. Here's our buddy Fairbanks.
Just handed some intelligence to the spy master.
Yeah, I wasn't checking up on you. I just wanted to see how you were doing.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Good to see you again, Inquisitor.
Alright, it's good to see me, good to see you, good to see everybody. Good, good, good. Lisette. She doesn't really have anything new to say.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, that's what everybody calls me. Okay, nothing in here. Well, we're just going to run around here. Like I said, I kind of want to check in with my party members. Just to see if they have anything new they want to talk about before we move on with the main story. Anything new with you?
What's been going on?
Not much. Usual. Nice of you to ask.
Alright, see you later, bye.
Take care.
Let's see if Cassandra has anything new she wants to talk about.
What do you need, my friend?
Oh, well. I'd like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Nothing that you could not think of yourself, Inquisitor.
Oh, you flatter me so.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Mm-hmm. Another time. Alright, we'll run in here to the Herald's Retreat. Is that what it's called? Called, Herald's Rest. I was close.
From Haven's fire come we
Fine day to you.
Your worship?
How can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
I'm sure you will.
Can we talk about the Bull's charges?
Certainly. What can I tell you?
Have you had any other interesting jobs?
This Orlesian guy paid us to clear out some bandits who'd taken over his mine. We got in, took down most of them, and had just reached their leader when the mine collapsed around us. Turns out the bandits were working for the Orlesian guy, and he wanted to cover up their agreement. The bandits passed around shovels. We all got to digging. Tracked a lot of dirt into that Orlesian's bedroom.
Oh, that's a good one.
We'll talk later.
Bull.
Hey, that elven redhead who makes the buns in the kitchen. Is she available? Because I'm getting signals.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Check in with the bartender.
Inquisitor.
What's the current mood?
Turgid.
Turgid.
What's the word out there?
Opinion on keeping Blackwall is mixed, like oil and water.
I bet.
As you were.
Inquisitor.
Married in?
Of course you handled this, Inquisitor.
Of course I did. Of course, I already handled this. I don't need to talk to you anymore. Let's see what Sarah... Well, let's see if these guys have anything. Oh, where'd they go?
Pebbles. Who do I talk to? It's so high here.
What? Rat?
Oh, your worship. I'm with Sutherland. I'm Rat, his squire. Forgive me. I'm not used to being this high up. I was following, and they were taken. They said to come here with a map if there was trouble. That you would help. They said you're a great man. A leader. You'll help, right? Because I don't know what to do.
Alright, 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 alright. Don't worry about it, Rat. I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Oh, it's so hard to breathe up here. I did what I could.
Alright. Well, thank you, Rat. You did a good job.